Alright folks, one last gem on this fine 23rd day. Theology equals the great I am, equals the Gematria, equals the Messiah. So if you're going to study theology, you must study Gematria. Theology equals the great I am, equals the Gematria, equals the Messiah, and all the other famous words that equal Jesus on top of that. So glorious. So that's a word from the Lord. I'm writing it out right here so we can get this on camera. But that's the word theology, the great word theology. So it starts with the, very obvious, and then ology equals Gematria. And this is so ridiculous because ology is famous for a wider reason, and that's because ology is on the end of so many scientific, like biology and sociology and all the other ologies. In the words of my great brother Jason Kuby, theology is the sum of all ologies. Because you study the Gematria, you study the mind of God. Gematria is the key to solving everything in world history, because everything has a name. God is sovereign over it all. He's very perfectionist. It's all declaring His personal names using the Gematria as you look at it day and night. So theology equals the Gematria. Theology is the at the front, obviously, and then ology equals 74, equals Jesus, equals Messiah, equals gospel, equals cross, equals the King, equals Gematria, equals English, equals great I am. Gematria equals great I am using the same letters, and equals the key. Gematria is the key. It also equals the lock and key. Okay, it equals the key. Gematria is the key. There you go. So that's a great word. Theology equals the great I am, equals the Gematria. And then letter for letter, you look at those letters. Ology, it's flawless in particular for I am. Because what God has ordained in ology, you have pure letters that divide by 3 at the front on the left, followed by 2 plus 1s, the G and the Y. That is, you divide the number's value by 3, the remainder is 1. So a G is a 7. The remainder, when you divide by 3, is 1. Okay, or just simply it's plus 1 over the nearest multiple of 3 beneath it. Same thing with the Y. Okay, so there you go. If you're going to study theology, you must study Gematria, because theology equals the Gematria, equals the great I am. Enough said. So I can pan this over to the computer so we get this shot on camera. For the record books, this gem is being preached on no less the 23rd day of the month. 23 equals I am. Theology equals the great I am, equals the Gematria, equals the Messiah, equals, of course, and all the other words that equal Jesus, okay, that I just spoke, okay. By the way, Rolex, famous brand, equals Jesus, equals great I am, equals Gematria, and you can solve every brand in history. But theology is the sum of all ologies, and Gematria is the key by which you can solve all of world history and find the names of God in everything named under the sun. So of course there's your the, and then the rest equals Jesus, equals Messiah, equals great I am. Okay. But what I'll walk you through that, how it really hits the I am, because these two letters, this is so gorgeous. Like, not only are these two letters plus 1s, but they differ by 6s perfectly from the A and the M. A G is 6 points higher than an A, and a Y is 12 points higher than an M. Offsets of 6s. And then right next door, this I, no less, of I am, is 6 points offset from the O. Okay? So overall, this is exactly 24, quadruple 6 offset from I am. And then these letters also divide by 3, adding no less, 2, 3 times 3 times 3. And so it's very obvious what God is up to in the word theology. It is pointing to who the great I am, His name, the great I am, which equals Gematria, using the same letters, of course. And of course Gematria equals Jesus, equals English. That's the language we are working in, of course, that God has ordained to be King. By the way, Mandarin also equals Jesus, and that's this, you know, second most spoken language or most influential language, they say. But English and gospel and equals Jesus and all the rest of it. So there you go. Theology equals the great I am equals the Gematria. So if you're going to study theology, you must study Gematria. Enough said. The writing is on the wall. The math has been there, and now it's revealed. Okay. Hello. Okay. And today's the 23rd day of the month, so that's a great gem for theology. Done. Theology is the sum of all ologies. Gematria is the key. So a very glorious gem, that one. All right, it's been a great, awesome, epic day. Amen. We solved the Nobel Prize, and then, oh yeah, just speaking of, just to hit it out of the park again, USA. Just coming off of that perfect ending of ology, the OGY, just like USA, where everything is offsets and sixes. So this is a perfect segue, actually, for me to preach on the gem we had earlier today, where I am parallels USA perfectly. So when the people chant USA, USA, they are literally declaring I am, God's great name I am. Well, same deal as we just talked about in ology. Everything is offsets of sixes. A U differs from an I by 12, an S differs from an A by 18, and then an A differs from an M by 12. So there's actually a flawless symmetry here where this UA equals the I am. Okay? Up 12, down 12 for perfect equivalence. And then the S in USA is 18 points higher, 666 higher than the A there. And that is your gorgeous, but it's a single letter that divides by 3 followed by 2 plus 1s in golden offsets of sixes, just like we saw above in the word theology, the OGY. Okay? USA, USA, I am. It's all to the glory of God, the Trinity. There you go. You saw it here first. So Gematria is the key. It's very simple. Everyone can do the math. Get in on it and watch all my videos. I'm pretty thorough, and it's pretty awesome. Glory to God. More to come.